good weather to ride in. You can't see the mountains right now, but that's fine. I'm leaving this morning. I've packed my bags. As much as I want to stay, I need to start making my way home. I'd much rather have a bit more time to slow down. It's still going to be 4 or 5 hours a day, maybe 6 some days, but that's okay. I can do that. Any more than that might be really pushing it to get home in time. So the journey home begins today, the journey west, which is really exciting. And it's going to be a quick blast through a load of passes, which I'll film, of course, and talk through and vlog. So buckle in for the next few days. That's what I'm going to say. Alright, all packed, ready to hit the road. I'll be honest, I've learned something on this trip, and I learn it again and again. I think this trip has reinforced many things that I already knew, but yeah, don't fully appreciate about myself. And I do not stop. I'm not very good at stopping, especially when I'm midpoint on a journey, or I've got somewhere, a target or a goal that I'm heading toward. I really struggle to stop and relax, and I think there's been so many moments in this trip which have forced me to stop and forced me to try and relax. And obviously relaxing isn't something you can force. You have to kind of just allow it. Same as presence, really, And I've really struggled on this trip to stop. And I think that's okay. I'm on a road trip. I'm heading all over Europe and then back home. I think the goal is to eventually obviously get back home. So stopping has been hard, but it has been so lovely to stop here with Matthias for a few days, actually get some sleep, actually relax. I don't want to spend too long here just because I have found that when I do stop, I get very tired, and then it's hard to refine the rhythm of the road and get back on and into it, back into the trip, back into the journey. So I'm heading off now. I have not booked any accommodation. I've looked at loads of places. They're quite expensive. Found a few campsites which are also quite expensive. I mean, you can pretty much get a hotel room for the same price as some campsites. So I'm going to ride, see how far I can get, and then just stop off whenever I fancy it, pretty much. Anyway, see you guys very shortly. They're all up in the house with the helmets on. We are back on the road. It is exciting. That same usual feeling that I get of that nervous anxiety, but also loads of excitement. Heading back into, I guess it's more known now than unknown to me because I've already been through these parts, but yeah, I'm very, a little bit all over the place as usual on the first day, but setting back off from any place that I've been to so far. And the first pass we're heading to today, because I have done more research for this section of the trip getting home, is called Lobil Pass, which is a pass going from Austria into Slovenia, and then we have another, shouldn't see me, another 9 or 10 passes which go through Slovenia, Italy, Switzerland, and then France before I hit the highway and just hammer it home through France. That's the plan. I know the names of all the passes, I'll have you guys know, so I'll be able to tell you exactly where I am when we're there and when we're heading towards it. Good morning. And I'm feeling really very much rested and ready for today, so that's nice. And also really excited. I think, look, I'm heading toward home now. There is no more doubt about when I'm going to be home. There's no more doubt about where I'm going to be going. I'm just heading in one direction, which is west, and then a bit northwest. And that is it for the next 5 days. I've not got to worry about where I'm going, how I'm getting there, which feels really good. And it also feels nice to know that by the end of this week 6, I will be home. and when I get home I can get the bike looked at, which by the way is now working, which is, who knows what's going on with that, and I can put the bike away and just sleep in my own bedroom for a couple of days and not worry about having to move, you know. Alright, just stopped off for a minute. It's not the best place to check this because we're on a slant, but I'll tell you what, it's been impossible to find anywhere in Europe, especially in the mountains obviously, that has a level piece of ground. So I'm going to check the oil in about 2 minutes once it's cooled down just slightly. On these bikes you're supposed to let it run for a few minutes and then check the oil, so I've actually ridden it for a few minutes. I'm going to check it now just to be safe. I think it's always worth checking these preliminary things, you know, if that's the right word for it, I have no idea. What a beautiful thing. Yeah, get a picture of that thing, it is beautiful. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we're back, we are back in the flow. We've got 5 days to go, let's have a good time. We are en route up to the pass right now. I don't even know if this is the actual pass, but god, it's beautiful. Taking it a bit easier on the bike now, considering it had that issue, but you know what, this bike is an absolute mule. It just keeps on giving, keeps on going. Yeah, definitely going up because my ears are popping. I just came over the Lobil pass. It was okay, quite small, but look at the mountains on this side. We are back up and high. The next pass today on this super rapid journey we're having is the Vrisic pass, which will then take us pretty much into Italy. And then I'll be heading through Italy a very similar way to which I came, via Tolmezzo, Bolzano, and then all the spots in between. However, I've kind of tried to chuck in a few passes that I haven't done on the way here, so it's a very similar route but with a few different passes, so slightly different. And then just out of the blue we hit a load of traffic, and as per usual, I mean, look, I'm darting between countries daily right now. I have no idea what the rules are here for filtering. I know in Austria, Matthias informed me that the traffic had to be stood still, but obviously I'm no longer in Austria. I'm now in Slovenia. Whoa, look at this! We are most definitely heading back in toward the Dolomites right now, and we are about 30 minutes away from the next pass, which will take us into pretty much Italy, so not far away at all. Just before we hit the pass, which is about 20 minutes away now, until the top I believe, I just thought that I may as well come down and grab some food, or a coffee at least. So I don't really know how you're supposed to park in here, to be honest. I've just ordered some breakfast, well, second breakfast of today, but it's coming on 12 o'clock now, and I just figured I may as well eat kind of brunch now, and then I'm going to try and get us across kind of a fair bit of Italy today. I'm going to head into Italy, so after this pass then I go by Mangat, which is the one I came over at the beginning, which you can only go halfway up. I'm going to go around that, into Italy, and then I should be there by about 1:30, 1ish, and then hopefully ride for 4 or 5 hours through Italy today and just enjoy it. You know, I'm really enjoying riding. It's a beautiful day for it, and then either stop at an Airbnb or a hotel or a campsite this evening. That's the plan. I was going to film the whole downward ride as well, but there's just so much traffic on this pass. There isn't right now because I've just let some go, but we will soon catch up with it. And the issue is there's a lot of vans, which obviously have to take it really easy coming down here around all these hairpins on the way down. So it's just been a bit boring and a bit long coming back down, so I haven't bothered filming the whole thing, but it's so beautiful here. So beautiful. The views at the top were amazing. I've not stopped off really today because, you know, part of this today is just about getting back. But look at that view. It's just beautiful. I can highly recommend this pass. Highly, highly recommend it. Yeah, big time. I don't know why. I think I was supposed to come over this one on the way here, but I must have just totally missed it on Google Maps or whatever. And it must have been get over. It must have been on the day when I came up through Mangat and was starving hungry, and that's probably why, most likely why I missed this one, I imagine. I tell you what, you can smell burning clutches coming down here. It stinks. But wow, look at that. I'm going to stand by what I said a couple of weeks ago now, and that is that the Dolomites and this kind of region up here is just beautiful. As soon as you get in, thank you very much. As soon as you get near the Dolomites, everything just becomes special. And if there's one place to visit, I would say definitely come to the Dolomites. Because now it stinks. I'm not sure if it's me, I really doubt that it's the bike. But God, all you can smell is burnt clutch. And just a reminder, that was Vrisic Pass. And it was amazing. Yeah, definitely put that on if you're coming to Slovenia. And now we are headed toward Italy. We're pretty much on the border right now, I'm pretty sure. Around the corner from Mangat. Look at those. Ah! I have missed this. Big time. Just taking in the view right here whilst my phone charges. Or doesn't charge, whatever it's doing right now. It's beautiful here. Okay, so we're now down from Vrisic. I believe is how you say it. We've just been driving and currently are driving through Triglav National Park, which is, yeah, breathtaking. Now we're going to head toward Bovek. I was going to go north, but I think there's a toll on that way, so I'm going to stay here on this road. And the next pass that I'm going to be stopping near is called Kreuzberg Pass. And that is 3 hours away, 3.5 hours away. And then I believe I'm stopping just north of that. If I feel like it, is the plan. Look at all the bikes, wow. Oh shit. That would have been a nightmare, wouldn't it? Almost left my whole laptop bag here. That would have been devastating. But can definitely tell when it's not on my back. That's oh, the wind is blowing through this visor very loud. That's the only thing with this helmet, is that if you have the visor wide open, it's so loud. You have to kind of half close it down if you want to ride around with it open and sunglasses on and whatnot. Well, I think that was honestly one of the funnest, most beautiful roads I've ridden in weeks. And I'm afraid that I can't actually tell you the name now, so I will find out later on. But it is the road toward Tolmezzo from Soka, and it carries on like this, and it's just a beautiful, quiet road. There's nobody on it. I mean, I think it must be quite an old road because it's very small and very quiet, as you can see from the road that I've just ridden on back there. But today I I'm basically getting around without any maps. Yeah, I don't have any maps. What is going on here? What the hell is this? Can this guy even see me? Yeah, cool. For a minute I just thought the road was closed. I guess it's a massive hoover for the road. They've been shredding some wood. Oh wow. Check it out. Okay, this is pretty fucking gnarly. I don't want to go too close to that thing. I'm gonna put my lid down. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, that's pretty fucking brutal, that is. Jesus. Yeah, I don't really fancy going too close to that. There is wood being eaten alive by that thing. That is insane. I mean, I've seen it done before, but not on an open road where I can just kind of sit here and watch it from a not very safe distance. Fuck me. I mean, that is not safe. I've literally had bits of wood hitting me in the head. I mean, if you're going to do a tree like that, I would definitely close the road, or at least until he's got that thing down, not let anyone walk by, because those people that walk by, fuck that. There are bits of woods and splinters firing everywhere. And we're going back down into the valley. And this road just keeps on going. It's a beautiful road. It's not the kind of road you want to kind of fly down because it's got a lot of bumps in it. But it's beautiful. It really is. And the first half of it was only the size of one car. I mean, there's no way. I mean, you could probably try, but you wouldn't want to try and get a van down there, because if you come head to head with someone else, you're going to be reversing back to a pass, and there's far and few between on that short track. Yeah, this is lovely. I mean, look, this has made me so happy. This has made me so happy, and I'm so glad that I decided to come back through the mountains. I was so close to just saying, stuff it, I'm just going to get the highway all the way home. But it's not fun. It's not fun whatsoever. I mean, you'd be riding for 2 full-on days down highways. The amount of wind that blows you around is so uncomfortable. If you're riding continuously on highway for 2 days, it's the most boring, mind-numbing, painful experience. Literally physically painful. I would not recommend it to anybody. Or this alternative, you come through the mountains and you ride passes like this, and you go nice and easy and enjoy yourself and don't see any other people, which is the dream. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and you don't get views like that on the highway, let me tell you that. Okay, which way are we going? I love when it's not on the signposts. Oh, great. Okay, I'm just going to guess it's right and then pull over again and check the map. It seems like I haven't checked enough small towns to fully understand where it is. Bum bum bum. Okay, let's check the maps. Okay, only now is my phone being dead becoming cause for concern, because I have not left anything. Because without that, I can't really find anywhere to stay. I mean, yeah, you can just drive along and look for a hotel or a campsite, but also the thing is, this whole trip I've been quite meticulous about where I stay. I check a lot of places because I tend to go for the cheaper ones that look half decent. Whereas often if you just rock up to the first hotel you see, they're like the most expensive ones, and around here they can go up to like £300 what I found. So there weren't many decent places to stay apart from dormitories. Indoors I'm talking about, not camping obviously. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and see what I can find. There's the first sign I've seen for Tolmezzo. That is so useful when they put a signpost for a place to go. Anyway, we're almost there. We're in this beautiful valley right now. There's a lovely river running the whole way down the whole ride today. Crystal clear blue water. It's just behind these mounds of gravel here, but I would definitely go for a swim, but I just find it to be quite a lot of effort sometimes when you're on the bike. Although I do have my swim shorts dangling off the back right now, so it wouldn't be too hard just to whack those on and go for a dip. Okay, we are getting somewhere now. My plan is to stop here in Tolmezzo, find somewhere to charge my phone, and then head to a place called Aronzo, which comes after Tolmezzo, and I'm sure there's some places in between. We will soon be going back past Forcella Lavadet. We are coming into Tolmezzo, the city centre, town centre, and for anyone watching this going to do this kind of thing, normally this is the kind of time when I would start thinking about booking accommodation, because it is now 3:30. If I leave it any longer, I'm going to be riding around for another hour or two, and then it just generally starts to get a little bit late. If you book in a hotel, you get booked up. If you book in a campsite, they tend to close quite early, like 7 PM, so the plan is to get off just here and find somewhere. I might have to whack out my laptop, to be honest. Okay, I've done it. I've booked a hotel, £45 including breakfast, so I see that as being about £35, which is not bad. I always compare it to a campsite, and the campsites out here have been roughly 25 to 30 euro sometimes. Unless you really look around, you can definitely find cheaper ones, but at the end of the day, it means I can actually charge my phone tonight. It means I can actually, definitely get a good night's sleep. Wake up in the morning, have breakfast made for me, and then get on the road and do a nice long ride. I'm planning to leave very early in the morning. I'm thinking about 7 or 8 AM. Just getting out on the road. Incredible roads. I mean, it's just as good as Beeline fun, to be honest. I use Beeline most of the way here, and then most of the way back from Croatia I've just stuck to Google Maps, and they've been brilliant. And they also give you a rough speed limit. It's not always correct, but generally it's the right one. And obviously I'm not using Google Maps right now, but this is the route that it did give to me earlier on, and I'm just following that route, following the road numbers. What a beautiful road this is! Way! This is the SP1, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a beautiful, beautiful road. You got tunnels and twisties everywhere, cutting through the middle of the mountains. What a find today, and I did not intend to be on this road, but to be honest, it's made me glad that I booked this hotel, so I would never have found this road otherwise. It's beautiful, really quiet as well. I'm not seeing anybody else on my side of the road, and that is the only issue that you have with some of the bigger passes, is that they're just very popular. You know, they're very touristy, and for good reason. They're beautiful on top. I actually think this is where I'm staying. Let's go up and have a look. It's a wild guess, but I think I recognize the name Andunis. Andunis. And here we are. This looks very nice and quaint. Yeah, this is nice. Annabelle's calling me. Hello. Good morning. So this morning I'm trying to plan.